Welcome to St Mary's. We've got the last 2 months of the season coming up for you. It's been, a mid-table season, so there's not going to be any great histrionics on the last day or anything. But there were some intriguing matches, shall we say, in those last couple of months. So, without any further ado, as they say on YouTube, let's find out what happened. Right, home Brentford. If we're to stand any chance of chasing them down, we really need to win this one. But honestly, I don't think anything above 9th is within our remit. Go out there and impress me. But it would be nice to get the win here. I believe they did give us a bit of a seeing to at their place. So it'd be nice to get some sort of revenge. I think we beat them last season though, didn't we? I think we beat them about 4-1. Oh god. Oh, good block. Not really sensible letting Ivan Toney just maraud past your back line though, boys. Try and keep an eye on him, will you? I mean, you could claim you were keeping an eye on him. You saw him run. You could see exactly where he was going. But keep an eye on him and try and do something about it. It's just a thought. Brilliant from our own corner. Back to Livakovic, halfway outside his own, or halfway up his own half. Morlanes, nice work. Edozie. Is this going anywhere? Why did I ask? Why did I ask? Oh my god, never ask the question. Oh, just got a little hand to it and Bednarek was back there to rescue it. Oh god, lad. All that possession, and that's what you did with it. Don't. Just bloody use it. Oh my god, Livakovic, what are you on today? Dominic? I'm going to tell you again. This is why I don't like sweeper keepers. Stay in your box. Lump it upfield. It's what you're good for. Why is it every time it looks like we're going to actually do something, we choose not to? And all it turns into, oh, get up. That is not a penalty. Right, Livakovic, do what you're good at. Save the bloody penalty if it gets given, which it shouldn't be. Which it has been, of course, because they never don't give it, do they? Can't go back on your decision even though you're clearly wrong, as everybody could see. Right, Livakovic, well done. Try not to give away another one. God almighty. Why are we making life so hard for ourselves? Oh my. Have you got money on Brentford, Madley? Have ya? Oh, of course it's been awarded. Andy bloody Madley got money on Brentford to win this one. And Livakovic saves it again. Screw you, Madley. Right, can we stop actually giving away penalties? Get a chance when we have the ball. From here, I'd like to see us have a shot, if you don't mind. There you go. That's all I'm asking. When we're going that way, I don't want the ball suddenly going the other way and him giving a penalty again. I mean, Livakovic, after his weird passing antics, has been an absolute god so far, and that is exactly why I signed him. I believe he has now saved 5 penalties this season, which is just incredible. Right, we have not been the better team by any stretch of the imagination. We're not creative enough, we're not positive enough. Get on with it. You have let them dominate you. I'm going to demand more. Right, hands to yourselves, boys. He's looking for an excuse. God. Oh, my lord. We are without our skipper today. James Ward-Prowse is injured. Right, let's have a look. Anyone tired? Anyone not doing anything particularly useful? Right, let's get Shelder upon for a dozy. He's not playing well. Kivior can come on for Bednarek, who's also not playing well. Colombato can come on for Milanes. Kieran Dow will leave out there. He's a little bit tired, but he's actually playing half decent. Encourage. Oh, go on. There's a counter-attack on here. Come on, Lavia. Go on. Oh, Balogun. End the highlight, please. Don't. Oh my god. Brilliant. Well done. You see, Madley? You didn't need to give those penalties. All you needed to do was tell them to lump it over the top. We can't cope with that. None of my sides can ever cope with that. Well, you weren't good enough today, were you? Just weren't good enough. I mean, that could have been an absolute arse-kicking if Livakovic wasn't brilliant at saving penalties. Still, Andy Madley's got his money. Right, well, this one wasn't anywhere near as bad as it looks on paper. You can see from the XG they only really got 2.33, so they scored a late couple of goals that we sort of gifted them. We took the lead on 6 minutes and looked reasonably good near the start, but just basically got overwhelmed and beaten more harshly than we should have been. This one was a tough one to take. I mean, it looks like Chelsea deserved their win with their XG that they got, but honestly, I mean, you look at those goal times, 86 and 91. We were the better side for a decent portion of this game and somehow threw it away at the end. It was an annoying one to lose. And a completely clean sweep of absolute disaster that was April. Four defeats from 4. This fiasco at the London Stadium fell behind in 3 minutes to a Jared Bowen goal that could have been stopped at 2 points before he actually scored it. Went 2-0 down, and then just before half-time, Andreas Schelderup decided to take a leaf out of James Ward-Prowse's book and scissor someone from behind in the penalty area, no less. So, penalty and a red card. Fortunately, of course, we have Dominic Livakovic, who kept the score respectable by saving what I believe is his 6th penalty of the season. I mean, you can see from here, we did naff all with 10 men. They dominated but didn't score again. Not a good way to finish April. Okay, 4 successive defeats, some terrible performances in amongst that, including an alarming propensity to give away penalties. And, I mean, is it a real chance to keep Everton in potential trouble and indeed guarantee our Premier League status for next season? Right, yeah, you really need to improve. I have faith in you, I have faith in you. Come on, everyone. Let's actually play football for a change. Well, there's your problem, Everton. You're still playing Dele Alli. That's not going to help, is it? Right. Now, we have made a couple of sort of tactical adjustments. Oh, nobody there. Based on what the game said we were doing wrong. And where sort of like goals were going in. So we're dropping to a sort of like a low block. Which we seem to have just let Mikolenko basically run through for a bit there. And we are trying to play out from the back now. Oh, Balogun. Because Livramento apparently was giving the ball away too often. Okay, well, I'm going to risk encouraging the team just in case we score. There's every chance that this will either end up in a goal for them or... Oh, there we go. So yeah, we will see if that rectifies some of the issues apparently that we have and why we don't do so well. Oh, JWP! Oh, he's at the post. Oh my word. Well, the only shot on target. Oh no, we have now had a shot on target. It's brilliant. The one shot on target we have had, or two now, we haven't actually seen. So they're actually worse than the shots that we've had off target, apparently. I mean, we are dominating this game without actually putting Everton away. Right, pump fists. Scoreline doesn't reflect the pattern of the game. Come on, lads. Let's... well, yeah, no, still seems to be us kind of on top. But without that killer instinct. Right, let's get Che Adams on up front then. Balogun's having another one of his off days. Right. Now, hang on a minute. Samuel Edozie. Right. I am going to change you to inverted winger and on attack. I want you to get at them. Give that a go. Right. Let's have a look. See what happens. Fire the boys up. Anything? Anything at all? Right, anyone getting tired? Yeah, James Ward-Prowse is getting tired. Right, Lavia can come on. Aribo replaced by Dowell. And Morlanes can come on for Colombato. Right, shaking things up front. Ridvan wins it. Pathé Cease. These substitutions obviously haven't been made yet. Livramento charging into the box, firing into the side netting. Why are you shooting from there? Wouldn't trust you to shoot anyway, let alone from there. So mate was offside there. Right, come on boys. Oh, Edozie. Adams scores. Hopefully. Edozie with the assist. Morlanes with a great ball out from the back. I'm not entirely sure how deliberate that was by Edozie. Looked like a heavy touch more than anything else, but Che Adams gets the goal. Yes, please. Right. Okay, well, let's get Valeri on for a few minutes just to try and get a bit of time wasted. There we go. 1-0 win. I am a tactical genius because I gave my players instructions that the game said would work. Yay. Right. Well, that's good. We are now officially safe. And Everton are officially, hopefully, in trouble. Now, this one was a little bit mixed feelings because having secured our Premier League survival against Everton, as you've just seen, We came into this one knowing that if Wolves won, there was a much better chance of Everton getting relegated. And I think my feelings sort of put themselves onto the team. In a way, I mean, it was a fairly even game when you look at the XG and possession and everything. We were well in it, but goals-wise, we were well out of it. And yeah, never looked like getting anything from it, to be honest, at all, despite the fact we basically matched Wolves. But it did put that bit extra pressure on Everton, so, not a complete disaster. Our final home game of the season was a pretty decent performance against a Crystal Palace side who weren't technically relegated before the start of the game. They were 6 points adrift of safety with 2 games to play and a far, far worse goal difference. So to all intents and purposes, they were down. But it's pleasing to note that we officially relegated them. And Balogun got a couple of goals. Morlanes managed to grab one. Rare, reasonably good performance from him. And yeah, I mean, we were just basically that little bit better than them at getting the ball in the back of the net. Now, this one, I didn't even bother recording it as a potential live match because there was just nothing on it, and it was so meaningless for us and them. And as you can see, you've missed nothing. Goalless draw. I mean, I'm happy to take a point at City, especially when basically we were slightly the better side. Kind of. We outpossessed them a little bit. We out-XG'd them. And yeah, I mean, I can't say it was disappointing not to win it because there were so few chances. I mean, that was another reason you're glad you missed it. There were like about 2 highlights in the entire game. So you missed nothing with this one. We could have finished 10th with a better couple of results here and there. In fact, 1 more point would have done it. But as it turns out, we finished 12th again. So the Southampton side of this is proving mediocrely mid-table. I have been offered a new 2-year deal, which I did accept. It was quite the pay rise as well, £500,000 a year extra. Whether I get to fulfil that 2-year contract might well be down to our friends down the road who are taxing me to the extent that I am really not sure I want to continue this save. So yeah, thanks Portsmouth for getting me back in that situation that I was in kind of about the same time last season. By all means, feel free to join me over at Fratton Park, where all the fun and frolic is. Thank you for joining me this time. Like, comment and subscribe if that should be your whim. And I will see you next time. Bye bye for now.